Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you've been doing well. I'm going to be showing you how I make this detox charcoal body wash. This body wash has so many amazing benefits for your skin. It helps to deeply cleanse your skin, your pores. It soaks up excess oil from your skin. So I'm going to show you my process step by step, how I make this wash. So let's jump right in, and if this is your first time stopping by, my name is Esther and I make DIY hair and skincare videos, and I also sell my skincare products on my website as well as online formulating classes. I'll have everything I mentioned linked in the description box, so let's get started. I'm going to get started weighing out my ingredients, and for details about the formula and ingredients, please check the description box. This formula is going to be on my Patreon and the link is going to be in the description box. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and please turn on your notifications as well, so that way you don't miss any new videos I upload. And most likely the next video will have the complete formula in the description box. I have a video explaining what happened recently. I'll have that linked in the description box as well. I'm going to weigh out my surfactants. So I'm going to be using 2 surfactants in this formula. Surfactants are the cleansing ingredient, so that's what's going to help remove oil and dirt from your skin. That's what gives lather in your formula. So I'm using 2. I'm just going to weigh both out, and I'm going to give this a gentle mix until everything is well combined, and then I'm going to set this aside. Next is my water phase, and all I have is my distilled water. I'm going to weigh this out, and the next thing I'm going to do is to zero out my scale. I'm going to be heating up my water jar. So I'm going to zero out my scale and take note of the weight of my jar and write that down. Because I'm going to be heating this up along with my surfactants jar, I want to know the weight because water is going to be lost during the heating process. So while heating this on low to medium heat, I'm going to stir my surfactants jar just to make sure that all the powder is well combined and that there's no powder residue. So just stir from time to time to make sure everything is well combined. I'm going to weigh out my thickener. I'm using xanthan gum as my thickener, and I'm going to add in some vegetable glycerin. This is going to help mix in the xanthan gum and also attract moisture to your skin. And I'm adding in my preservative, which is a must because this is a water-based product. This is going to help prevent bacteria, yeast and mold from growing in your product. I'm just going to give this a good mix, make sure everything is well combined, and I'm going to set this aside as well. I'm going to weigh out some distilled water to mix in my activated charcoal. So this is an amazing ingredient that just works wonders for your skin to deeply cleanse your skin, soak up that excess oil, and just help improve the appearance of your pores. So just give this a really good mix to make sure the powder has dissolved, and then I'm going to add in another humectant just to make this a really hydrating body wash. And so add this in, and I'm going to also give this a final mix, and I'm going to set this aside. Since I'm going to be adding in an essential oil, I'm going to be using a solubilizer to help my essential oil blend into my formula. I'm going to be adding in my essential oil. This is optional. You don't have to use essential oils or fragrance. I'm just going to give this a very good mix just to get everything to blend into the solubilizer, and then I'm going to set this aside. So I've removed my water and surfactants jar from the heat. So I'm just stirring my surfactants blend just to make sure the powder has dissolved completely. This is hot, so be careful. I'm just going to replace the water that has been lost during the heating process. So after doing this, I gave my surfactants blend another stir, and then I'm just going to add the water phase to my surfactants phase, and I'm just going to mix carefully to combine. You don't want to activate too much lather, so just mix carefully to just make sure everything is well mixed. And then I'm just going to set this aside because this is still very hot. So I'm going to set this aside to cool down to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit and below. So my mixture has cooled down and it has gotten thicker. So I'm just going to stir this, just make sure everything has combined properly, and then I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients. So I did not realize that my camera had stopped recording, so I did not have the recording of me adding the ingredients, but I'm going to add in the charcoal mixture. So this is the charcoal, water and humectant mixture, so I added that in. And then I'm also going to add in my solubilizer and essential oil mixture. I'm sorry guys, I lost the recording, or rather I did not record or push record. So I'm just going to add the solubilizer mix, and then lastly I'm going to also add in my thickener mixture. My thickener mixture has my preservative and it has my xanthan gum glycerin. So add all those three into your surfactants, and this is what it looks like after adding all those ingredients. So this is what my charcoal wash is looking like. So it is slightly on the thicker side, but I'm going to just mix everything just to make sure everything has combined properly. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and check the pH. You never want to skip that when you're making any water-based product. I'm going to weigh out a small amount of my body wash, and then I'm going to add in some distilled water, give this a mix, and then I'm going to use my pH meter to take the reading. And after doing this, the initial pH was at 5.98, which is not bad. Most body washes are between 5 to 6. But I'm going to lower the pH some more. So to do this, I added in some 50% citric acid solution. I have a video showing how I make this. I added a few drops of the citric acid solution, gave this a good mix and let it sit for about a minute, and then I rechecked the pH a second time. Followed the same steps. I weighed out a small amount of my body wash, added in some distilled water, mixed, and then I used my pH meter to take the reading a second time, and the final pH was at 5.31, which is perfect. The pH of our skin is between 4.5 to 5.5, so you want to be somewhere in that range. And this is what the body wash is starting to look like. So you can see the bubbles, the lather at the top. You can do one of two things. You can either package it up and use it right away because it's pretty much ready to use, or you can leave it for a day or two, so that way the bubbles can go away, the lather can go away. So that's what I decided to do. I covered it up and just let it sit for a couple of days, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what the body wash is looking like after 3 days. Most of the lather, the bubbles are gone, and it's a much smoother appearance. So definitely try this out. Let me know what you think. But so far so good. The body wash is ready. I'm going to go ahead and package this up, and I'm going to show you the lather test as well. But I also want to say a big thank you for the love you showed me in my last video, for the kind messages. I haven't been able to respond to everyone, but you all left me the most lovely thoughtful messages in my last video. I'm so grateful for you guys, and thank you so much for everyone that has joined my Patreon. Thank you. I am grateful. So I'm going to show you how this lathers on the skin. I would say start off using this 1 to 2 times a week to make sure you don't have any skin irritation. But this body wash is able to penetrate into your skin to remove the toxins, dead skin cells, blemishes over time, because it's helping to remove that excess oil from your skin. So I hope you enjoyed my process for making this body wash. If you have questions, leave it for me in the comments below, and as I mentioned earlier, you can access the formula. This is going to be on my Patreon, and the link is going to be in the description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to turn on your notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.